Lights go red, the crowd gets loud, boots hit hard, we stand proud. From the mat to the microphone, this is the house that grit has grown. Old school stories, new school flame, every era in the game. From pile drivers to five-star fights, we're breaking it down every night. Nail down. Whoa, round table, let it roll. Pedigree running through your soul. Clap your hands, stomp the ground, turn it up, we're ringside bound. Whoa, hear that sound. Wrestling pedigree, we're going round.
Welcome, everybody, to another fabulous episode of the Wrestling Roundtable. I am your host, the host with the most, Jeff Chadwick. Thank you for joining us. This is episode 7, and tonight we are doing the whole show about the aftermath of WrestleMania. So this is going to be really fun. This is why we're on an hour earlier than normal, because we know damn well that we're going to be talking about this for hours. So without further ado, we will go right around the table. To my right, he is the owner and the king shit, if you want to call him that, of Wrestling Pedigree. He is Matty. How you doing, man?
I love that nickname now. I am the king of shit.
The king of shit.
King of shit. Great to be back on a wrestling roundtable.
It's good to have you here. As always. I mean, you're always here.
I own the fucking place.
Exactly. You're allowed to be. Next up, we have the he's down there shaking his head. He is the
King of
GM
shit my ass.
The
Oh,
GM
sorry.
of Mayhem. He is also the owner of Forever Boston Sports, which you can obviously view some of those programming, especially Bases Loaded here on Wrestling Pedigree. He is the one and only Justin Marchesini. How you doing?
I'll be a lot better if the Knicks get eliminated from the Hawks, but I'm doing good.
Of course you will. Yeah. It's good to have you here. It's good to see you. It's because usually when he's on here, it's just like an avatar. See exactly. It's good to actually see you. And last but certainly not least, he is the creator and just an all-around good guy. He's the creator of Shootin' Shit. And you can see that. He'll give you all the information later on in the show when we do our plugging and promoting. But he is the Dawn of MWL. And he is finally a champion in NWL. He is also the ruler. He is Jovan Manacho. How you doing, man?
Fantastic. It is amazing to be here with everybody and to get all of this craziness out and just really have some good time with you guys.
Exactly. That's why we do this, just to have a good time and shoot the shit, no pun intended. But we've got a lot to talk about, and we are going to start right off with night 1. So I'm going to pop up the graphic. There it is right there. We're going to talk about these matches. There's no in particular, I guess you could say no itinerary for tonight. So everybody can speak up whenever they want. It's a special show. So
I'd like to start real quick just with this. It was a hell of an episode of SmackDown.
Yes. Absolutely.
So that was night 1 in a nutshell. It was a hell of a SmackDown.
Yes. And usually it is. And we'll talk about one thing in particular. I'll talk about one thing in particular with the SmackDown Go Home episode. We have an awesome winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, that being Royce Keys. I think this is a great way to really kick off his career. Yes, we saw him in the Rumble, but this right here, I think, is a great way to have him kick off his career in WWE, to have him win this. I want your thoughts. Do you think WWE? This is my main concern though. Is we saw how he was like over in AEW. My main concern is WWE might turn him a little weaker, and I don't want that. I want the powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys that we saw. I want that kind of intensity from him. I want to get your opinions on what you think, how you think Royce Keys is going to do in the WWE. So, whoever wants to start off, the floor is yours.
Ooh, go on, Joel. Go on, Jovan. I know you want to.
Fantastic. I'll start it off. Gentlemen, let me give you this great listing of characters. Antonio Cesaro,
Mhm.
The Big Show, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Matt Hardy, Braun Strowman, Jey Uso, Madcap Moss, Bobby Lashley, Big Bronson Reed, and Carmelo Hayes. What do all these people have in common?
Half of them are fucking in AEW.
That's one.
They have all won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
That's the main one.
But
And
none of them
all
could
of
get over.
them, Maddie with the genius statement of the night. None of them got over. To me, they give you the Andre the Giant Battle Royal win when they want to push you, but they don't want to push you. We're going to see what the reaction is to you winning. If it's some kind of pop, we'll kind of get behind you for a little bit, a la Carmelo Hayes,
Yeah.
who really caught some momentum, but unfortunately, you can't have Carmelo Hayes hot at the same time as Trick Williams is hot because they're going to take away from each other. Trick is just the bigger star. So, Carmelo, you're going to fall. So, they push in Royce Keys now, new toy. He got to look strong because the last few of them in that final were big guys. So, he got some big eliminations. But at the end of the day, if history serves right, this is not going to be what he needs to give him any kind of serviceable push. It got him out there. It got people looking at him, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the company is going to push him.
With Royce Keys though, I think they are going to try to push him as much as they want to, just because I love the vignettes.
Yeah.
His backstory is really good. Like, those kind of vignettes made him look more human. I want him to be a heel. I think the Powerhouse Hobbs in AEW, that was a heel in the Ops, was just brilliant. They need that. If Obafemi is over like Rover and he's the biggest babyface at the moment, you need someone that is that kind of size, but a heel, for me, that's Royce Keys. He has the face. He got that look where he is one angry bastard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, if they want to put him over, they have to make him heel. They just have to go through everybody. And I hate to say this because I love Andre. They have to end this battle royal soon because, like, just because Jovan's Bliss, how many didn't go over and how many left the company.
Yeah.
It's not like it's lost his mojo.
It's cursed, is what it is.
You know, they should have just made. They could have made Danhausen win it, and Danhausen would have been far better because he would have milked that bullshit for the next 6 months.
Yes.
Kind of like he's going to milk that shit with Mrs. Slammy Award for the next 6 months.
I'm just happy that with this rivalry that we get see Maurice.
No, there we go. Justin, your thoughts?
I don't trust Triple H. I don't even trust this company anymore. Royce Keys, congratulations, you won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Guess what? That's your deathbed. Because you're not gonna get over. You're not gonna get pushed. You're gonna win the United States title. You're gonna lose it to Sami Zayn, and then everyone's gonna boo Sami Zayn because they want Royce Keys on a WrestleMania show. No, I don't trust this company at all.
Honestly, I'm personally hoping that what they do is they push for Keys against like some of the caliber of Roman Reigns. That's what I'm hoping for. It's to me, I think that would be the logical direction to go. If you really want to push him towards the champion. We already know he's championship caliber. It's just we've seen it, many times over. If they don't go that route with him, then I don't know what's going to happen to him. He may just fade into insecurity or whatever, and then we just never hear from him again. And I don't want that to happen because I like Powerhouse Hobbs / Royce Keys. He's great as a heel. I completely agree with you. I'm not minding the face angle right now, but I think a great time to do this, turn him heel, have him turn against Roman, because Roman is a top guy. Everybody loves him. That would be the perfect guy to turn him. Would be that there, and that would set up that match. So that's what I'm hoping. But what they say, you can hope in one hand and shit in the other, see which gets filled first. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, we're going to talk night one. And we're going to start off with, we're going to go right from the top. Might as well. The first match of the night was a 6-man tag. It was the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. Versus the Vision and I Show Speed. I got to tell you, I'm going to tell you this one. I'm going to start this one. I Show Speed actually looked pretty freaking good. They really made him look good in this match. And I kind of figured the Vision was going to turn on him. I had a gut feeling. And the fact that you had the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I got to do it. There we go. Back him up, I thought was pretty cool. So the match was okay. It's good to see LA Knight at WrestleMania. That was my one big worry is how are they gonna work him into the card? Glad they went this angle because it actually worked out really well. So I thought the match was pretty decent. It was short, unfortunately, but you got to remember you got a celebrity in there, so it's not going to be a very long match anyway. So, but it was good for what it was. So that's my opinion on it. Maddie, you might want to unmute.
That's the only time you gotta keep me quiet. With me, I loved it. However, what I don't understand why these YouTubers keep going onto that turnbuckle and decide, you know what, I'm gonna frog splash someone through the announce table.
Yeah, but it worked.
It does work, and I think he did better than Logan Paul.
Yes.
I think he has more charisma than Logan Paul, but for me, it was a really good match. Good kickoff. I would have kicked off with it. I would have kicked off with the next match that we're going to discuss. But yeah, it was a banger match for a 6-man tag to get someone that's cursed. He's cursed, so we knew he was going to lose.
That's right.
Everyone that is cursed has lost a match. So he's already still losing followers, apparently, and then getting his life fucked up, and LA Knight throwing him through the screen. How many times I want to do that, Justin? So, yeah, it was a really good match. But it's just, I'm glad that story is ending now.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this in real quick. And that's really the only thing I have to say about the match, because this was an ample time for me to make sure that my, how do you say, appetizers and drinks were ready for the main show. Yeah, I used this as a bathroom break. Sorry about that. But the one thing that I can say about this is it's good to see that the old wrestling tropes still hold true. There is still a way to have people not give a damn about you and turn you face at the end of a match. It is tried and true. It is a tale as old as time. You were a shit heel going in and you come out looking like roses because the shittery heels turned on you. So It reinforces wrestling tropes. I love it. Wrestling psychology is alive and well, but you couldn't pay me to watch the whole match.
And that was 7 minutes or 9
Yeah.
minutes.
7 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Go on, Boston.
The fact that this was on ESPN2 as the kickoff is an absolute. I'm sorry, and we can put explicits on this.
Mhm.
Was an absolute fucking disgrace.
You can't swear on a round table, you fucking
You
Oh, but he
can,
can, he
and I just did.
Watch your
Listen
fucking
to-
mouth.
li-
This is a
li-
kid
listen
show.
listen to me. Listen to me right now. If anything, there should have been one match that could replace this. And you know what that match could have been? Io Sky versus Kairi Sane.
She's
Yeah.
no longer employed.
Okay. Well,
Because-
there's. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I'm only saying that because this match was awful, completely awful. This should have been like for a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. This match was awful. I'm sorry, and they could have had another women's match, but I'm sorry. I have nothing nice to say about this match.
That's where I was going to go with this. Instead of having Julia versus Stratton 2 nights ago, you could have had it on night 1 and had a championship match on ESPN2. You could have. Like, they could have very well. She won her number 1 contendership. They could have easily had that match on WrestleMania Saturday. And that, to me, would have been the match to replace Usos and LA Knight with it. Just for me, I as I said, it was good for what it was.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like
If I
not
may.
5 stars.
If I may,
It was
and
1 star.
I'm gonna harpen back to something that one of my favorite wrestlers right now said, and that's Killer Cross when he got fired. I don't know if you saw the promo of Killer Cross saying how he was left off of Mania last year. It was his hometown. He should have been the one to face Randy. The story was already there.
Be a
And
good
yet
soldier.
Exactly. But they chose to go with the viral moment. And Killer Cross said it. He was like, you keep choosing viral moments over wrestling, and it makes no sense. You be a good soldier until they walk you out the building. And that's what this was. They chose a viral moment instead of highlighting their champions.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way that the business goes. I mean, well, at least this one.
And look, I'm happy that LA Knight was on a WrestleMania card. But I kept saying this when this match got announced. LA Knight should have been in a match by himself.
Yes.
He didn't need a tag team match. He didn't need a 6-man tag team match. He doesn't need a multi-man match. He needs a singles match by himself.
And now he gets Gunther.
Yeah. Lucky him.
God.
Lucky him. All right. Enough of that one. We're going to talk about the one that we kind of like was bleeding into, that I think this was the perfect match to be on ESPN2. It was the unsanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. I will let you guys, whoever wants to discuss this first, go ahead. I will let you guys have the floor, and I'll finish up.
Go on, Joe.
The only thing I'm going to say is this is what you put on ESPN2 when you want to get more eyes.
Yeah.
This, in response to the shit that we had for the first 7 minutes, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
That match was all gas, no brakes.
Exactly.
If you want a match to make you actually watch night 1 of WrestleMania, good job, because you actually found it in Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu.
By the way, that Drew McIntyre social media post was freaking hilarious.
Awesome. And the sad thing is one of the best matches of the fucking night was on the very pre-show. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this was a definite turnaround from the first match. Like, I understand normally in a show you want to start off big and big. They basically just started off, and then was like, holy shit. And then I bet you that match alone got more people to turn into WrestleMania. I mean, if any match would have, that would have.
That basically the first match was going 10 miles an hour, and then this match went 50 miles an hour. So it just went up and went up.
Yeah.
But I would have done this match first to get everybody hyped, and then I think the 6-man tag would have probably been better for the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd was shit until this match.
Yeah. I agree. The crowd just was not into it at all. So we're going to continue on. This is where they decided to stop ESPN2, and you can only watch it on the ESPN app. They started off with the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, where it was Brie Bella and a returning Paige with the Irresistible Forces, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I think a return from Paige was good. It was a pretty good return. However, I'm sorry. I think that with Nikki out, they should have replaced it with a brand new team. And this is where I was thinking. I was discussing this with Michael, and he could see my point on this. It's WrestleMania weekend. You had 2 weeks from this show to this show. You could have easily replaced them with Fatal Influence. Sorry, but they were going to get called up anyway. What a place to make your debut than WrestleMania. We've seen it before. I think Fatal Influence would have been a great 4th team to put in there instead of bringing back Paige to team with Brie Bella. Yes, I'm happy Paige is back, but I'm not really behind this combination.
I agree with you. It probably should have been a different team. However, if they did Fatal Influence on air, I don't think they would have made the bigger impact that they did on SmackDown. However, I would have done the Kabuki Warriors. That was what they were aiming for. But then all of a sudden, I think what Paige re-debut and return was really, for me, as a massive fan of hers, a massive W for WWE. I hated that it got fucking leaked on Friday.
Yeah.
And that ruined half the fucking surprise. So, as soon as you see Nikki coming out, oh, look there. We know who's coming. I was surprised that they won, though. But, yeah, I would have done Kabuki Warriors, but I'm happy with this. It'd be interesting where they go from.
That's mainly the reason why I mentioned Io Sky versus Kairi Sane on ESPN2, because the rumor was if Nikki wasn't cleared, it was gonna be the Kabuki Warriors to replace them. But Nikki said like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna ruin my sister's WrestleMania moment. I'm gonna call in an old friend. Gee, who's the bitch that was your old friend?"
Right. Well, in a way, it made sense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise that Paige came back and won a title because she debuted from NXT.
And won a title
12 years ago.
Yeah,
and she won the title from AJ. And she won the title from AJ Lee.
Yeah,
I get the fact that they won her the return on WrestleMania, but you want to know how I would have had a return? I would have had a return during the AJ Lee Becky Lynch match to help out AJ Lee.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah,
and not a tag team match. This match was great.
Right.
But I agree with Maddie. You don't put Fatal Influence in there if you're not going to get the bigger pop like they did on SmackDown.
I think the only reason why they put her in that tag team is because they were testing her how Russ Paige is. She's only had one indie match, I think, in the UK.
Right.
Since leaving AEW. So they obviously wasn't that comfortable doing that. Her doing singles.
So I'm happy that you guys liked it. I really am. I love that for you all. Here's my thing. Maybe it's the wrestling fan in me who can't separate storylines, because I actually remember storylines. But for the life of me, I cannot remember the Bella Twins and Paige being friendly on WWE TV.
No.
It was kind of like the Mean Girls versus Paige the Outcast, which makes no sense for them to be like, I've got a bestie and she's coming to help my sister. And it's Paige.
It's all based on Total Divas.
I was going to say it's got to be based on that.
That's
So-
where the
and
old
Joe-
friend comes into play.
And Jovan, you're right. If you also remember, Paige was not a part of that trios when Charlotte and Becky came up.
Nope.
It was
No.
PCB.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's my whole thing on the Paige debut. I love Paige being back. I met Paige recently. She is very fucking sweet, very nice person. But it makes more sense having her help AJ against Becky.
Right.
Or it even has more sense having her screw AJ with Becky and set up a rematch for them, because that's a long time feud kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it falls flat to me to have her come into the title picture with somebody that's not somebody she would have tagged with.
Right.
And honestly, with the way that Nia Jax and Lash Legend came out looking like a female fucking Demolition, and the way they looked with the mask and the whole get up, I would have been fine with them winning.
Yeah.
And retaining over a Mod Podge team.
I will say, my personal opinion, outfit of the night does go to the Irresistible Forces with their homage to Demolition. I thought that was great, and we saw Demolition sitting there in the crowd. They panned over to them when they came out, and I thought that was just completely awesome.
That's because you're impartial.
Yes, I am. Hey, they're finally in the fucking Hall of Fame.
And it was a shit
About
Hall
time.
of Fame.
It was
It
a
was-
shit Hall of Fame.
It was, but their induction, though, I actually teared up
Yeah.
because I've been saying for years they should have been in there. And
Another-
it's just good to see them there.
And none of us was right with our predictions on who would induct him.
Yeah, none of us. I never would have thought. Never would have thought. I was like, you could have. There were plenty of teams that they took on. It's just not one of them. It was just something. All right, we're gonna move on to the next match, which we kind of alluded to in that one. Becky Lynch, AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Justin, I'll have you start on this one.
Great. So the Irish Leprechaun is the Intercontinental Champion again. Great.
Leprechauns are Irish. I hate to tell you that.
Great. First of all, I do want to say that AJ Lee looked great in her WrestleMania return in decades. The fact that she had family there to skip her down to the ring was excellent.
That was cool. That poor one niece of hers, though, got so scared, turned around, and went right back. I'm like, oh, the poor thing.
Literally, she actually thought, you know what? I'm not coming out unless it's over 60,000 people, not fucking 50.
Yeah.
However, I don't agree with Becky finally beating AJ. I mean, okay, I get it, and I understand why, because AJ is taking some time off.
Butt tour.
Yeah.
But Becky was a shit Intercontinental Champion, and I don't even know. I don't know. I just hope we see AJ Lee again sometime soon. I really do, but I don't agree with it.
Right.
Yeah, my sunlight's coming out to me, Lewis. We get it. Okay, thank you.
Louis with the facts.
AT phone home.
Oh, man.
Just be glad that Christopher Brock ain't on this show.
Oh, thank God.
Because, my God, he is a mark for Becky Lynch at the moment. It's not just me saying that. Justin says that. And all.
No, don't even go there.
Everybody says it. ESPN says it.
Yeah, absolutely.
New York Times bestseller, freaking. Yeah.
I,
Bleacher
I,
Report says that.
I regret being on camera now.
apart from the match, I thought was a good match, but the outcome was like knowable because we just knew that 3 times that she tapped out, we knew she would go do it a fourth.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good match as it is, and hopefully we get AJ versus Paige down the line before one of them goes again.
My thought is, I'm okay with AJ losing the title. However, I would have had her have her WrestleMania moment and beat Becky and have the rematch at Backlash. That's what I would have done. Yeah, you probably could have had the rematch on Monday Night Raw and had her lose it there. But I think with this being the first WrestleMania in years, I would have had her win. And then the aftermath be the opposite outcome. But AJ, she didn't have the title for a long period of time. And that's the one thing that I noticed with WWE is short title reigns. And unless you are sucking ass, you're getting a short title reign. That's pretty much what it is. I'm just I had a feeling Becky was going to win the title. Just as I'm sure a lot of people did as well. But it just the match was good. Don't get me wrong. As you said, AJ looked amazing. Becky actually looked really well. And I don't say that much when it comes to Becky Lynch because she is a sloppy wrestler. She really is. I'm sorry, she is. It's just I'm not behind it because
she's gotten worse through the years.
Yeah. So I would have had AJ win it, but they wanted Becky to win it. We kind of expected it. So it is what it is. But I would have had the rematch at Backlash.
Make note, gentlemen, that anybody that has kids with them at WrestleMania loses.
Yep, John Cena did against Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm. The Make-A-Wish kids with Cena, I hear they didn't make it the next day because Cena got beat. There was no reason for them to keep going on.
Another one, Heath Slater.
Slater with his kids.
Yeah. He's got kids. Seven of them, I think.
Yeah, Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you have kids at your main entrance, you're doing the job.
Yeah.
I really hope Gunther comes out with kids next season.
Well, Ginny better be popping babies out right and left then.
Let's say, what kind of kids would come out with Gunther? Are these going to be militant little kids?
Yep.
Depends who he's facing. It could be their kids.
Yeah. It could be. You never know.
I think they'll give Paige an IC title by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, she'll have to drop the tag title first. They're not going to have her dual champ.
No.
Well, they'll start a feud with Nikki because Nikki will be back because I want the tag titles and all that bullshit.
And I another thing about that whole thing, and that's one thing that I forgot to mention. I can see why they had Brie and Paige win it because that title was not around when they were.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Women's Intercontinental title was never around when they were. And I think that's one reason why AJ ended up holding it is because that's a title she's never held because they didn't have it. So I could see Paige going the same route. Wouldn't be surprised if Nikki Bella, was to hold that title at some point if she wanted to. I mean, it's just, give these people, I get it, give these people that never had that chance, because it wasn't, but worked hard for it, right? Because it wasn't a thing then. So I'm okay with that. Just no more short title reigns, guys. Come on.
Oh, do you want them to be 1,316?
No, fuck that too. No, absolutely not. Yes.
No, he's pointing into the sky. He's pointing one.
I'm acknowledging. Yeah.
He's acknowledging me. You see, he pointed up at me, so he's acknowledging me.
I thought you were just checking your prostate.
Oh, that's what that was. All right, we talked about Gunther real quick on that one. It's pretty funny how this kind of bleeds into the next one. It's been doing that right along.
Well, check your prostate to Gunther.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't want to. Gunther and Seth Rollins in their singles matchup, which I will say it was a hell of a match.
Absolutely.
It went on longer than I expected it to. And because I figured maybe 12, 13 minutes, because you had Rollins, who was just still coming off of an injury, so I thought that was going to play a factor, which it really didn't, which is was good to see. But the match lasted about 18 minutes, and it was amazing from start to finish. So not necessarily match of the night, but it was damn close to it, and well worth. So if those that are watching have not seen that match, I promise you that 20 minutes you'll be on the edge of your seat. It was a really good match to do.
It was good. It was good, and it was great to see Braun Breaker back again.
Mm-hmm.
And
Perfect place for him to come back.
Perfect place, and for him to come back, and then the next 2 nights after that get busted up in the back of his head. But it was a back. For me, that was one of my favorite matches of the weekend in WWE because 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I think everyone could watch on this one. 2 or 3 weeks of storylines, and they actually pulled out a complete great match.
Yes.
Yep.
That's 2 reliable people that you can actually rely on, actually give you what the fans want.
That is professionals.
Exactly. You don't need a 6-month storyline. You can have a 2 or 3 week storyline if you have the right 2 people to do it. In this case, Gunther and Seth Rollins was the perfect pairing. So, absolutely.
How we got there, because it was weird. Paul Heyman calling in a hit from Gunther, you're like, okay, that's a little strange. Now, we could talk about it later on how we think it can come out, because there is a story now. Right. There's a storyline to get there, but when you have 2 workers at that level, you don't need a whole lot on the bone to go, hey, you 2 guys can work. Go sell this match and give me a fucking banger. And that's what they did.
Yeah. Boston.
I was wrong.
Of course you were. Wait a minute. I got to say, shocker.
I just saw a flying pig. Why were you wrong?
Because before I took a break from Ross Report, which I still am, I said that this match was not going to be a banger.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You thought it was going to be like a freaking. You thought Rollins was going to be like jobbing to him, or
I don't. No, and I don't mind the fact that they had a 2-week storyline, but the reason why I didn't think this was going to be because everyone kept thinking like Gunther is not supposed to be Seth Rollins' opponent. It was supposed to be Braun Breaker, and if Rey Mysterio was healthy enough, and not in the ladder match that we'll talk about on night 2, it would have been Gunther versus Rey Mysterio, and I'm kind of glad that I was wrong.
Yeah,
I really am.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't Gunther versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, because Gunther would have fucking killed him.
We know that match is going to happen because he's the career killer.
Gunther does not get to end Rey's career, and if they let Gunther end Rey's career, they miss a phenomenal step to have Dom take the mask off his father.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, trust me. Gunther's not ending Rey Mysterio's career.
If that's the case, then Rey should do a Brock.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we will discuss.
But now the bigger question is with Braun Breaker back, are we finally going to get Seth Rollins and Braun at Backlash?
Might be too soon. Because that's only 2 weeks away. SummerSlam I could definitely see. Or even Clash in
Italy.
Clash in Italy.
Okay, good, because
that gives it a couple months to build up.
Okay, good, because it better not be at Night of Champions in fucking Riyadh.
No.
Oh, well, it's the finals to the King of the Ring. Fuck that.
I mean, you could even have that on an upcoming Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Rollins and because that to me, Saturday night's main event is just as good as a pay-per-view because they build up these great storylines. It's not just matches thrown together on Saturday night's main event. They actually do a very good job with the show. So, and it would be a really good match to put on cable. If, for those that watch cable or have it on cable, and Peacock for other players. But I think it would be a great match to put on that personally.
I can't comment on it because this whole storyline has been cursed, and not the Danhausen curse, but really freaking cursed. I mean, this like from just the injuries between all three, that's including Reed,
Yep.
to how shit Paul and Theory kind of storyline's been. Is I can't comment because I'm scared someone else is gonna get injured.
I know. That's the one thing with them is the group is prone to injury, and it makes you wonder if the division's going to last.
Exactly.
I will say the first spear that Braun delivered to Seth on WrestleMania was great. The second one was horrible.
He barely even got him. The first one was insane.
Yeah, but no offense to the second one. He's running down the ramp at 23 miles an hour. I'm be shit scared to fucking take that fucking spear.
I'd step out of the way.
It's kind of like Christopher Rott's like spearing Louis Joshua to hell.
Well, you stop and think of it this way. Before Joe runs to stop and think of it this way. Yes, he was running down the ramp. He was running at least 23 because you got to go downhill. You're running faster than what you normally do. So maybe 25, 26 miles an hour. Okay. What would have been hilarious is if we had another Greatest Royal Rumble. A surprise, Seth Rollins steps aside, Braun Breaker trips, goes sliding underneath the ring. That would have been great. But, opportunity missed.
I'm waiting for Seth to have a cape and just go, ole!
I still will contend that it is the ugliest spear in pro wrestling today. He throws it like he doesn't know how to throw a spear. He's trying to tackle you like a football tackle, which is not the same mechanics.
No.
But he's going to hurt himself throwing the spear the way he does.
And I said his name, and he appeared in
the
chat after.
You did. Good job.
Was so great.
All right. Well, we talked about Dominic, so let's talk about the women's match for the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer.
Trouble, watch me.
I hate that song.
Sucks.
I'll go first on this one.
Go ahead.
The music is horrible. The music video was horrible. The entrance was god awful because she couldn't even remember a fucking line to that song. Like damn. And all of a sudden I kept thinking when she was like twirling around with that guy, I was like, oh dude, Dominic is gonna kill you.
Yeah, because
I was hoping that dude would have turned heel and power bombed him. He just got her, just bam.
Yeah, but the match was not the best. It was okay. It wasn't the best, but that's why I'm happy that Liv Morgan won the Women's World Championship, and now it kind of seems like we're getting new challengers, including Soru.
Yeah. My personal opinion, if Liv did not win this title, we would not be able to see Corey Graves do the dance on the post show. Okay, so that was hilarious. He's like, I don't know if I can get down here.
That was great.
But the match was way too short.
I just hope Carmella wasn't watching that.
Yeah.
Oh, she was.
The match was way too short for what it was. You had a great storyline and only a 6-minute match.
The thing is that why they had that 6-minute match was because they're both banged up.
Exactly.
And I get it.
And I'm going to cause hell here. I actually enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the video, and I enjoyed the entrance.
They really do like shit across the water. God almighty.
Oh yeah, mate. Honest, Google the cheeky girls. That's the shit we fucking.
I feel like if I Google that, I'm gonna end up on a list that I don't want to be on. But
no.
It's the cheeky girls. Oh, there's a god. They are the most shittest singers, and we fucking that song went number 1.
I've watched Eurovision enough to know that you guys over there don't have the greatest musical taste.
No.
But
Not since the 80s, no.
Okay. Case in point, Oasis. I need not continue. Go ahead.
Oh, that's wonderful.
the match was good. It did what it needed to do, man. I mean, Liv was going to be the champion no matter what. Stephanie, I think, was a great champ. She looks great. She held it well. I think the English
200
still
days.
may have been a little
Yeah.
barrier for her, but she was working through it. But the story they were telling the whole Mania season was Liv Morgan's, and you can't even say a redemption arc,
Right.
because she never really got true validation after losing the title the last time she did. This was more of the Liv Morgan comeback story.
Right.
So it played out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, I said, I'm okay with Liv winning it. Stephanie Vaquera had it for 200 days. She was a hell of a champion. She defended it well. And
Palooza, isn't it?
it's not going to be the last time you'll see her without a heavyweight title around her waist. I guarantee you she'll get it back.
And we got Soruka in the flame now, so
Yep.
that's gonna be fun to watch.
That is going to be really fun. But the thing is, Liv's got to be 100%. She can't be going in 60, 70% like she was with Stephanie, and Stephanie the same way.
Here's the thing, Jeff, right? That match was 6 minutes at WrestleMania. Her match with Soruka was 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Work that shit out, or you could be recovered in 2 days.
A lot of time.
And apparently we're getting a rematch between Stephanie and Liv at Backlash.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the proper way. They're gonna do it
Yes.
the proper way. They're both healthy. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's the 9th of May is Backlash, so it's 2 weeks ahead. Where that's why they're just gonna stare at each other and lift up out.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. The last match of the WrestleMania Night 1 we saw for the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. We all, I know, could say so much on this. I, for one, am very disappointed that they didn't pull 15. I'm sorry, but he should have won it. I understand what they did. They had to pull an audible because of Orton's back. But nonetheless, if that was the case, that punt, oh my freaking God. No wonder it's banned. How Cody was after the match, that was just absolutely insane. But I think personally, with the audible, I understand that Cody kept it. But if you look at it on pen and paper, it should have been Orton to take that title. And that didn't sit well with me when Rhodes kept it.
So before Maddie and Jovan start, I gotta say something about this match. I heard that Pat McAfee was not supposed to be the whisperer behind Randy Orton.
Yes.
It was supposed to be Aleister Black.
Yes, sir.
And WWE fumbled that, and they went like, "Oh no, we want Pat. We want
They
Pat."
knew he was being fired. Look at the whole build up to Mania.
Yeah.
Io Sky's not there because she's being fired. Aleister Black wasn't the whisperer because he was being fired. They knew these were coming. Come on, guys.
Right.
But was it WWE or was it TK that done it with
TK?
It's TK.
Yeah.
TKO. All that is. You can say it's WWE, but
Yes, it was Tony Khan that did it.
Yeah, it's TKO. That's why it's TK in there.
Yeah.
So I will say that I agree with Jeff that I understand the audible. However, this is the part of me that you guys are actually gonna be shocked. I'm actually glad that Orton lost this because it gets Pat McAfee out of the WWE.
Oh, he's retired now.
Well, the stipulation was that if Orton didn't win the title, McAfee was gone.
Right. And now that brings me to this. When Orton is 100% healthy and healed, because this match was shit. This match was great, but the ending was shit.
Okay, the ending was. Okay, you said the match was shit. The match was great. It was like
No, the match was
ending
great,
was
the ending was shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Orton's healthy, and when Cody's healthy, give us Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes again, and this time pull the trigger on number 15. Because I swear to God, if we get Cody Rhodes into WrestleMania 43 as WWE World Heavyweight Champion, WWE
Well,
just doesn't care.
If we do, here's the thing: the 3 or 4 weeks leading up to it, Cody's gonna bleed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if you every WrestleMania that he's been in or going into, he's bled before WrestleMania. So I mean, obviously you
Yeah.
got to have him bleed before. Otherwise WWE's on something because they didn't make fucking Rhodes
So
bleed.
I think they should do this rematch at SummerSlam in Minnesota.
I think it'll be there.
Boys, I've been a wrestling fan for a good portion of my life. And when the
Oh, boy.
storylines do not match the match, it irks me. When, as I said it earlier, wrestling psychology in the match is everything. So when wrestling psychology goes out of the way to get to the finish of a match, it irks me. I don't care how good the 10 minutes were prior. The last 3 minutes made no sense. Can somebody tell me why Orton turned on Pat McAfee? That made no sense.
Yeah.
The RKO to Pat makes no sense.
The only thing I can think of was a slow count.
Yeah. And the
That's the
voices,
only thing I can think of because that cost Orton the chance to win the title.
and the voices.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Was
besides
that
the voices.
explained?
No,
Thank you.
but everybody who's watching it obviously can see that.
But here's the thing. This is the guy who's pushing for you to get the title. He's apparently the one that's been telling you, you should do this. You should be this guy. You need to be the champ. We're going to make you the champ. And out of nowhere, you RKO him at the end because it's the way you go home. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We need a way to go home. How about you RKO Pat so we can really make sure that everyone knows we didn't want him in this match. And Cody's going to hit you with the crossroads so we can take everybody to go home happy.
And then we just reset after, and then we just have the proper storyline that was supposed to happen in the next couple of months.
You don't do that at Mania.
No.
I know that they like to say that every night is a brand new night and it's a brand new season every Monday night. But Mania is either where you start or where you end your stories from the year.
But
Your big ones.
Yes.
Whose fault is that, though? Is that WWE or is that the head guys at TKO?
Whoever
They're
made
the
the
ones
last second calls. Yeah.
They're the ones that added Pat. They're the ones that added Jelly Roll. They're the ones that made the prices so fucking high that they had Pat to swear on TV and say, "Hey, don't watch night 2, just watch night 1 for 25% off," which is fuck off.
Right.
Yeah.
I said this. The WrestleMania road to WrestleMania was rushed. This took from the storyline was really good until the phone calls, and then it went,
Right.
that's literally it.
They could have sold this match without the phone calls. There was plenty on the bone with the two guys who were in Legacy. This is in essence the male version of what we were getting with Asuka and Rio.
Oh,
What's your
really?
name?
Yeah.
Sane. There we go.
Yeah,
Kairi Sane. And it was playing out well. It didn't need the additional bullshit because we can believe that Randy, who was a Legacy guy, wants that title.
Yeah.
And Randy's had histories of turning on people that he likes. He does not care.
Right.
That's the story. You didn't need to add in the bullshit, and they did.
Right.
Do you know what's really funny is half the crowd were looking at Ted DiBiase Jr. than the fucking match.
Right.
Yo, talk about just the balls on the guy getting acquitted of doing whatever he did or did not do to show up at Mania. Like, hey, everybody.
Sunglasses on, and he's like, "Yeah, I might jump in this match."
Yep.
See, there's two storylines there that completely got crushed with all this whole bullshit between WrestleMania and the people that were let go. I bet you, balls to bones, you would have got a Pat McAfee Jelly Roll match.
Correct.
Which I think would have been great because just the lead up to what happened in that match, I mean, that would have been a perfect storyline. The other side of the coin, we're not going to see Asuka versus Kairi.
Nope.
And that's where this whole thing was leading over months, was leading up to Asuka turning on Kairi or Kairi eventually getting fed up with all the bullshit and turning on Asuka.
Yep.
We never are going to get that now. So it's just like storylines that are just thrown in the trash at this point.
Yeah, Jeff.
That's what happens with people who watch wrestling. Who don't watch wrestling try to book wrestling.
Right.
Justin.
As far as Lewis's question, Randy would have won. We could have potentially seen a rematch, Backlash, but a Hell in a Cell. I don't know. Not necessarily Hell in the Cell, because Hell in the Cell and Cody Rhodes don't mix very well. I mean, yes, he won in it, but yeah,
he already has
spot.
an iconic Hell in the Cell. I don't think he's going to want to top it.
No.
I think this would have been fun, though.
That would have been good.
I mean, you might as well give the guy, $10,000 to run in, trip him up, do something, pull a boot, have a nice day.
Yeah.
They get money, then do know what you think about it.
Exactly. Oh, well.
They don't have any issues giving money to alleged criminals.
Yeah, that's right.
Before we get to night 2, there is one other thing that we forgot to mention on night 1, and it has nothing to do with matches.
What's that? Oh, I know. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
We need to give congratulations to Bianca and her husband, because they are finally expecting.
Yes. So there was one extra person added to the attendance that night.
Oh yeah, that which really helped the 50,000 people that we really helped.
Let this be a lesson to the ladies in the audience that are watching, if there are any. When you can't use your hand, you will get pregnant.
Here's the thing now is the Street Profits have the worst pull-out game.
Well, we can instantly say that right now, probably a return date for Bianca would be maybe the Rumble. Because she's
that kid's gonna be
she's like what, 3 months?
Though.
She's 3 months along.
God, yeah.
That kid's got to be
3 months. 3 months along. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kid's got to be a D1 prospect coming out the womb.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. Definitely. Congratulations to Bianca on that one.
He'll jump higher than Montez.
Yes. He'll jump higher than Montez coming out of the womb.
That baby is going to come out of the womb with abs.
And it'll be the bestest, the fastest, the greatest.
That's right. All right. Going on to night 2. The better night, which was the first hour was seen on ESPN. And this is the way you start a WrestleMania, folks. These first 2 matches were absolutely the perfect way to do it. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, the first match of the night. I will go on record and yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oba looked amazing. Brock looked really good. It was not a long match. It was not intended to be a long match. We knew that it would not be. It was just shy of 5 minutes. Oba coming out victorious, but it was what happened after that shocked a lot of people. It shocked a lot of people in the back because people did not know about this. It shocked Heyman because he did not know about this. Brock Lesnar took off his shoes and his gloves and put him in the center of the ring and threw up an X. Now, here's my question to you guys. Is this truly the last time we see Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't tell anybody. That's the way Brock kind of operates. He was done. And if you ask me, watch the match. I don't think that was the finish. I think Brock let Oba go over, took off the boots, took off the gloves, and said, I'm done. This was it. Yeah. I put the guy over. I'm finished.
Yeah, he just broke down in tears, and that's something you never see.
Here's the real question. Would you guys have rather had Brock retire against Oba or Gunther? My answer would have been Oba.
Yeah, the way it played out was perfect because it did what it needed to do. The match itself was good.
Mm-hmm.
They both looked very strong. The win for Oba looked genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And then the realization of this is not story. This is for real. He's telling Heyman in the ring, no, this is for real. I'm done, dude.
Right. Because I'm pretty
down. It's great.
because I'm pretty sure Gunther's favor that Heyman has for him is a match with Brock Lesnar, and I'm pretty sure Heyman told Brock that. I was like, "Yep, nope, I am not retiring in my hometown, Minnesota. I'm going to retire here in Las Vegas. Goodbye."
Yeah, that's where I was going to go with it. Is if he did make a return, it would be against Gunther. Gunther would then retire Brock Lesnar in Minneapolis, in his home state. So that would have been the other option. I think that yes, this is the end of Brock Lesnar. He's had a hell of a 25-year career. Although the last few years he just made appearances, which is to be expected when you're towards the end of your career. It's completely understandable. I think the match did what it needed to do. It told the story in 5 minutes, and the ruler defeated the beast.
Yep.
And now we can focus on Oba going for the main title on Raw. So we'll see what happens from here.
The reason why that you put the X up is when like referees do it, something's not gone right. So he's like, he did it his way, which has always been Brock's way.
Yeah, off script.
Yeah, off script.
Yep.
Swearing sometimes, and that's if you obviously you don't have to love him, but you have to respect what he's done in the ring and in the octagon.
Right.
So when he did that, and he was taking off his boots and his gloves, and I hate to say this, but seeing Paul Heyman's reaction got me more than Brock being emotional.
Yeah. I will say
when you knew it was
high
real.
fives. Yeah, the high fives as he was going up the ramp. High fiving everybody, saying thank you to everybody.
I will say
genuine. That's genuine.
Yeah.
That is genuine.
I will say that Ober's promo on Raw the next night was 100 times better than Roman Reigns saying, like, "This is my yard now."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because you're building Oba, and so far what Oba has given you is, I'm a badass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the monster.
Right.
And in the match, he proved it against Brock. So what do you come out? You're not going to say anything on Monday night that's going to make you more over than what you were.
Right.
But you're going to go over there and just simply remind everybody, hey, I'm that guy, and I'm out. It was perfect. So far, they've handled him the way that they needed to.
All right, match number 2 was another banger of a match, and I think this personally, to me, was match of night 2. It was the 6-pack ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Rey Mysterio. One looking on paper would think Rusev was the odds hands-on favorite because, well, he's got the strength. You got all these basically luchadors and lightweights and cruiserweights, and then you have Rusev. But it's a David and Goliath story. That's basically what this was. There was one Goliath and 5 other Davids. That's the easiest way to put it. I will tell you right now, no one has impressed me more over the last few months, other than and WrestleMania proves this, than Javon Evans. He is the real fucking deal. He's absolutely amazing. The hits that he took and coming back. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody did their job. Everybody was really good. But the one that impressed me most was Javon. This kid is going to be a champion very, very soon. And he amazed me every time he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
This kid's 21. He's got the next 20 plus years ahead of him. And he's this good.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
He's so young, but he is so good. He's making some of the other guys look real good by the way he works.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a lost art. And when I saw HBK say that he did not want to lose him from NXT, you've got to understand that's not because he wasn't ready. That's because Sean wanted him to keep building the people that were in NXT because he knows that this kid is already at that tier. The kid is at the level of being main event ready.
Yeah.
But he wanted to get the next flock ready before they took him. He said he fought for Evans. And a bit of a hot take, Javon Evans, the way he sells, the way he works, this could be this generation's HBK.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Go on, Boston.
I have one negative about this, and it's not in the match, but I have one negative about this. The fact that there was two or three wrestlers that did not get their entrances on television.
I will agree with that.
I hated that because I saw the Dragon Wings from Dragon Lee online. I'm like, oh, that was badass.
Yeah.
But other than that, the match was great, and I'm really glad that Penta kept the Intercontinental Championship. But I will say that I do believe that Javon is going to be a champion sometime soon.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the match. The match was a total banger. Each person brought something different to the match.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God that JD's got such a massive fucking head that he could take a Mexican destroyer onto the ladder.
Oh man,
that was nasty, but fucking fair play to him. I was a big fan of JD Madonna in this before this match. I became a massive advocate for him this match and the match he had on Monday.
Yeah.
Javon Evans will be a future Intercontinental champion by the time the summer ends.
Mm-hmm.
However, I won't be surprised if JD gets it. And it's just what I love about Javon is he obviously has learned from HBK that people can sell.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers, indies and on the main promotions, have forgot how to sell.
Right. I personally, I think I agree that JD, in my eyes, should have a singles title around his waist. He is well deserving of it. You know, it's just, it's a long time coming, is what it is. And I think that he does deserve that title. And it could start a feud. I mean, we already know Judgment Day is pretty much done at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And it could start this feud between McDonough and Mysterio, even. You know, I think that would be a great angle to go because we already know it's dissipating. That would be a good angle to go on. But as I said, Javon, I picked Javon to win because I thought it was his time. He had that title. He had it in the grasp of his hands, and it wasn't his time. It should have been, but it wasn't. But as I said, soon down the road, I guarantee you, he'll have a title around his waist.
It'll be a hill.
But Javon?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No way.
I don't think I could ever see him as a heel.
If you see his reaction when Ethan Page on Monday, I think there's a little seed there of the heel that might come out.
Well, everybody's got a little seed of heel that comes out when you're a face. You know, they go to those extreme lengths.
Exactly.
They go out of the box, so to speak. But I don't see that happening.
Hold me to that because I think that was going to happen.
Okay, I will hold you to that. Next match of the night, we saw Trick Williams and Sami Zayn for the United States Championship.
Fuck the gingerbread man.
After Friday, yes.
No, just after the whole month.
Oh my God, that was great.
I love this hypocrite heel, soon to be heel of Sami, and he's like, why is the crowd booing me and all that? But for me, you cannot beat the leather pepper steppers.
No. And I'm sorry, a lot of people were like, why the hell do they have a rapper being a second? I think it's a brilliant idea. Little Yachty is like brilliant. The perfect manager right now for Trick Williams. Really is. They just mesh so well, and they feed off of each other like they should. And he's the perfect guy right now.
Yeah, and he loves it. That's the thing. He's not saying that it's a job. He actually loves doing this.
Yeah.
Trick's a star. Trick's a star. I don't care what Justin's about to shit on and say. Trick's a star.
He is. He absolutely is.
He's going to not whoop that trick.
Whoop that trick.
Uh-huh.
Whoop that trick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, thank God we don't hear that anymore.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
annoying.
man.
Yeah, now
I
all we
miss
do
it.
is we sit over there, we hear we don't have to hear that anymore either, but we hear him singing along to Joe Henry's song. I'm like, dude,
Oh,
shut
that
the hell
was
up.
killer. Oh,
We don't have to listen to that anymore, so you're lucky.
Hey, yo, hey, to stop.
That sounded like me when I'm drunk.
I've heard a lot worse, but Jesus, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
Imagine Corey Graves doing it now.
No, I don't think we want him. Anyway, Justin, go ahead. Go ahead and shit on Trick Williams. 'Cause that's what you're gonna do. It is.
You guys,
That's
you
very,
guys are
very
actually, you guys are actually wrong.
Holy crap.
There is a flying pig.
There is one thing there is one thing that I will shit on. And Jeff, we mentioned this weeks back. We did on episode 6 of Roundtable.
Oh, I wasn't here for 6.
That was
Okay, well
me.
on episode 5 of Roundtable, whenever you were here.
Okay.
Why the hell did they take the United States Championship off of Carmelo Hayes to give it to Sami Zayn to not give us Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams at WrestleMania?
Because we've seen that.
I thought I had said it already.
That was
You
an
can't have
NXT
them
thing.
both up at the same time.
Okay. But you mentioned short title reigns.
Mhm.
You mentioned
I
short
did.
title
I did.
reigns.
I'm tired of I'm tired of the hot potato.
What was the point? What was the point of
No.
giving Sami Zayn the title if he was going to drop it to Trick Williams at WrestleMania?
Because Sami Zayn is a bigger name than Carmelo Hayes.
It does not matter. It does
It
not matter.
does.
No, it does not. It does
It
not.
does.
Carmelo and versus Trick is going to be built for this year.
Yeah.
They
It
don't want.
could-
They
You
don't
gotta
want
let it simmer.
No,
you don't want- you
no,
don't
I'm
want you to
sorry.
run a shit
No,
WrestleMania.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like the fact that Sami Zayn won the title from Carmelo Hayes just to drop it to Trick Williams. I like that Trick Williams is the United States champion, but I kind of wish it was Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams.
You blow your load too fast on something that you don't have time to truly build in WWE.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
We
Dude,
need
they
the parental
didn't.
advisory
Dude, they
back
didn't
up here.
even.
That's premature
Dude, they didn't even have
busting here.
Yeah.
Jovan, they didn't even have time to build Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn.
But
They
he
did.
was so over.
They had a
Yeah.
month.
They had a whole month to make sure he was over enough. Now, the next time you see Trick Williams and Carmelo, Trick will probably be full on heel or Trick because Trick is in that rare Austin field. He's
Okay,
not really a heel, but he is.
Okay,
Right.
but my last
Carmelo.
complaint. Okay, but my last complaint that I got here is isn't Sami Zayn concerned about the world championship? He
Yeah.
didn't need the United States championship.
He
didn't.
His main storyline was about the heavyweight title because that's
But
the
this-
one title that he couldn't win.
Yeah,
you
but
would think
this is
that
why
would
he's
be
a
where-
hypocrite.
Right. You think he's going to go back to the hypocrite?
Yeah, he's gonna go back full like before he went into the bloodline. He's gonna go right back to
Oh
that.
God. Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I actually like that character.
I knew you would.
I was actually highly enjoying that character of him. To me, Sami Zayn is a better heel than a face.
Yes.
And I will say this too. To me, Trick Williams is a better heel than a face. But now these days, everybody's loving heels.
Yes.
And they're hating the faces. We've seen it before. You brought it up with Austin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
It's the
just
Austin
people-
complex.
Right.
Randy Orton.
People love the heels and they hate the faces. Take, for instance, if you wanted to go that route, Cody and Randy.
Yeah.
Yep.
They loved Randy, booed the hell out of Cody.
Mhm.
Who was the face in that one? Cody Rhodes was. So
Would-
it's like,
Would everyone agree with this statement then?
pretty
So-
much.
yeah.
So it would be clear that TK doesn't know how to put the mid card table table title picture, that's how it becomes a mess, and that is true,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially for the
They-
US.
The
10 out of 10.
TKO is all for the main titles. They have no clue when it comes to the mid card matches, the mid card titles. Absolutely nothing. The Intercontinental title, they have no clue. The US title, they have no clue. Just
Tactiles, no clue.
yeah. Tag titles, forget about it.
Main titles, no clue.
Yeah,
Hall of Fame, no clue.
no clue.
Kyrie Zane, no clue.
No, yeah, exactly.
But that's my only complaint. That's my only complaint.
On this match.
For this match, yes.
For right now.
For right.
All right. He's got to find one in the next one.
Yeah, I'm sure. We
What was the
had
next one?
the next one was a street fight between the Demon Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio.
The right call
Yeah.
was made.
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, I'm not gonna shit on this. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Because Dominic actually put his foot in his mouth.
Yeah.
He said like, "Oh, I signed the contract to face Finn Balor, not the Demon." Adam Pearce was like, "No, you're getting the Demon," and then all of a sudden backstage at WrestleMania Night 2 is like, "Okay, I don't want to face the Demon," and Pearce was like, "Okay, you're not gonna face the Demon in a normal match. You're gonna face him in a street fight." To anyone that's shitting on Adam Pearce as Raw General Manager needs to get out.
Yeah.
I love
I love him. Yeah.
Best thing you said all night.
Adam Pearce is doing a bang up job on Raw, and all this is doing an amazing
100%. Yeah.
Hold
Nick
on,
Aldis is doing a great job on SmackDown. Adam Pearce is doing a great job on Raw.
Yeah.
And Dominic Mysterio's entrance.
I love the fact that Dom still understands what a Mania entrance is.
Yeah.
That's a lost start. A lot of people aren't doing Mania style entrances besides that abortion of Liv song. Dominic's was awesome.
I will say, however, I liked Finn Balor's Demon entrance because I want his Demon personality to come back, like not every year, but I want it to come back like every once in a while instead of like waiting a couple of years. But this match was great, and Dominic is screwed because he's gonna lose that Triple A title soon.
Well, here's the thing: is the match was great. I loved seeing the Demon back. It was pretty cool, and I like the fact that they use it in certain occasions. Because if they used it all the time, the character would get old. That's why I'm liking this. However, I do see the Demon coming up one more time soon, because I've got this gut feeling that we're going to get not only the Demon, but the Demon Queen to take on Dominic and Liv. I'm talking Finn Balor and Stephanie McCare. That would be a killer mixed tag match.
Oh, that would be
And
nice.
I've been saying for years, with the fact that they've had the mixed match challenge, they've had mixed tag matches, teams that actually meshed well together. They need a mixed tag team title.
I'm raw
Triple
card
A
right
has
now,
one.
Jeff.
And I'm on top of you, Jovan.
Just go with it, Maddie.
Yeah, right. I've been saying this for a long time that they should do a mixed tag team championship because you have so many combinations right now, between factions, between pairing people up, like the mixed match challenge. They need to bring that back. Hint, hint, hint. You had so many great pairings. This is a lost opportunity to bring this title and make it mean something more than the women's tag titles, because obviously right now, for the last few years, they've meant shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm although right now it's kind of solidifying a little bit, because I don't mind the Irresistible Forces being women's tag team champions. I don't. That's fine, because they're making the titles actually starting to mean something.
Well, they were.
Well, I think they still are. They made that title scene worthwhile. Now with Nikki Bella and Paige, It's kind of going back to the way things were. But I digress on this whole thing. I think that, you know, you could have Backlash if you wanted to for this match. You could, but we already know that they're going to be rematches. That's why it's Backlash.
I'll one up you on this one, Jeff.
Well, I haven't finished yet.
Okay.
Hold on, give me a second. You could have it at Clash in Italy.
That's what I was gonna say.
But honestly, my personal opinion, a match of that caliber, SummerSlam. Demon and the
because
Demon
I might be
Queen.
there.
I think that would be the perfect golden opportunity to have this match.
I agree.
But the match, as I said, the match itself was really good. So I'll let you guys continue because I took up quite a lot.
That coup de grace through the table was fun.
Yes.
That was fun.
I miss seeing the Demon, and I think I'm a big NXT guy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Black and Gold was one of my best times in wrestling current day. But to see him again at full strength Demon had given me hope because Triple H booked the Demon in NXT very, very well. Now that hopefully he has some say, we need to have the Demon show up when it makes sense. Right. He needs to win. And the way you've laid out the possible mixed is amazing. I think WWE should do that, especially since their superstars are already mixed champions in another company. It only makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much got the mixed tag titles there. It's just in AAA. You know, you've got Lola Vice, who's on NXT. You know, so I mean, it's not like it's a foreign thing. I mean, it's there. Bring one to the main roster. Just my personal opinion.
Jovan, let me ask you a question. And sorry for cutting you off, Matty. Let me ask you a question, Jovan.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you too.
Jesus.
When do you see Finn Balor going for the world title again? And is this the time that Finn Balor wins it? Because I have stated that Finn Balor should go for the title again at Clash in Italy when it was CM Punk. Now that it's Roman Reigns, I don't even know.
I don't see him in the title picture anytime soon. Right now, I think the Demon is going to get reestablished. Maybe we'll see who comes after Roman, but right now it's not the time. Yeah. I don't see it story-wise working out.
No, not yet. Yeah. All right. So if everyone's set on what they need to say for that one, we will go on to the Women's Championship, where we saw Rhea Ripley take on Jade Cargill.
Mommy's home. Simple.
This is going to be hard for me to say without throwing up, so I will try to rush it.
Always going to say something nice about Jade.
Hey, wait a minute. If you're going to spew into this.
Oh, my God. This was Jade's best match in 6 months in their whole career. God damn it.
Including AEW?
Her entire career. It was the best she's ever looked.
I will admit it was her best match, and
I agree.
I think the way you could get Jade better is give her a better dance partner.
Yeah,
and if you get the likes of Rhea, they're the better ones.
You gave her the one woman in the entire division that could have a match with a fucking broom, and she looked serviceable. That's a very big nod to Rhea Ripley's ability in the ring.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, even though Jade's been around for a while, she's still very green.
Greener than baby shit.
Yeah. Strained peas. Yes. This, I will agree, the best match I've seen Jade in. Hands down. She looked absolutely amazing in this match. And of course, that's thanks to Rhea. I mean, as you said, it's who you work with that makes the match, go very well and makes your performance go very well. The two of them, I could watch them, honestly, time and time again, match after match after match. I see it only getting better. I'm going to compare this right now. If they go that route, where they keep fighting each other, and I hope they do, because if it was anything like WrestleMania in the upcoming matches, it's going to be banger after banger after banger. You're looking at the next possible Rhodes, Flair, or Rhodes, or Flair and Steamboat. You're that kind of caliber.
God, I
Like,
hate
I
you.
mean, it's there.
I hate you so much because that means both dance partners should know how to dance. But it's
Rhea's
fucking
helping
God.
Jade. Rhea's helping
Yes,
Jade,
it-
and
it's-
that's what
it's
she
that
did.
all the
and
way.
She looked absolutely amazing.
But it's just like I used to say to an ex of mine. All right, it's
Which
just we are not exactly
One of the many.
One of the
Number
many.
530.
we were not good together, but we made magic during certain times.
Yeah.
That's what this is. One of the two are not good people, but they make magic when they're together, and I'm here for it if it continues.
Well, it's one of those things where you could take the worst wrestler in the world and make them look like $1 million, and that's exactly what this match was. Like, Jade is not the worst wrestler in the world, but she's got a lot still to learn.
She's not far from it.
No, but you mean it's as I said, you can take a pebble and turn it into a diamond, and that's pretty much what Rhea did with Jade, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Boston.
I got nothing else to say except from what you guys have said, so I'm good on this.
Oh, glad to see we got the old Justin back. All right, I agree with what you say.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
I just someone I haven't shit on you all show. I had to at least once.
It's easily done.
All right, we gotta go on to the main event of night 2.
Oh,
Roman Reigns. What?
before we go to the main event,
Yes.
by God, did we see some good Danhausen shit before the main event?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
What a
Oh my
dick
God.
punch by that midget.
That was freaking amazing. I was dying. I love Danhausen. Come on, who doesn't?
Maurice.
Oh,
Yeah, well, yes, Maurice, exactly.
the way that he has completely flipped the narrative for Danhausen, because he came out to pretty much just nothing and booze and who is this guy, to coming out with little people during Mania and just getting an incredible pop. And anything this dude is doing right now is gold. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And if you could get over by chasing John Cena on a golf course in the crowd,
Yep.
then you're over.
Yep.
Because John Cena
And-
was laughing.
Don't forget, he's undefeated. He's 2-0.
And 100% curses.
And he got his blimp.
And he's got his blimp.
blimp.
And he's the Hall of Famer on the red carpet.
Yes. Guy hasn't been here very long, and look what he's done.
Yeah, and then look at
Gotta love that Danhausen.
Well, just in there, but that's how I'm hoping he curses the Celtics.
Well, he cursed, what was it, Knicks?
Yeah, bastard.
Yeah,
I messaged him
yeah.
and all.
And they have been sucking. It is amazing.
I know. Too. I'm hoping he fucking uncurses us for the next game.
Okay, we can move on to the main event now because I got nothing to say.
Okay, sounds good. All right,
He's
Roman
cursed.
Reigns,
Do
CM
you
Punk.
get that Danhausen?
Screw him. Move on.
Oh, you are cursed.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. He's gone. Yeah, let's get him back over there.
It's hard to remove somebody when they have background controls.
Yes, it is. It really is. All right, main event, World Heavyweight Championship, Roman Reigns, CM Punk.
Go on, I'll let you do this. Because you go acknowledge him.
I've never, ever been a big fan of CM Punk. It is very well noted across all of my shows that I do that I am a Punk hater. Very big Punk hater. And This match was everything that it needed to be. They had a very, very good match. But it did come down to the time where Roman Reigns is the kind of guy that can carry the company.
Yeah.
He's carried it by himself for over 1,000 days before. Punk was a great champion, and don't get me wrong to all the CM Punk fans. I know you don't want to hear anything negative about him, but corporate Punk to me does not move the needle. Okay, corporate Punk to me is everything he always said he wasn't, and then out of nowhere he is.
Right.
If you want to get me back on the Punk bandwagon, maybe he takes this loss as a way to be like, you know what, I did everything your way, and look what it got me. Against Roman freaking Reigns, you guys didn't help me out. You put me against somebody that you knew I couldn't take, and he goes anti-establishment and gets to the Punk that everybody loves, not this suit and tied CM Punk watered down version of himself, because he's probably on the way out soon. And I never connected with the new Punk. With this version of Punk. I just, for the life of me, I couldn't get it. But Roman Reigns comes out and does what he does. He shows you who he is. Bona fide main eventer. He is that guy.
Right.
I loved it. Hello.
Just
Hello.
Paul speaking.
Hello, my name is Justin E. Marsatini.
Justin's home phone. Who has a home phone anymore, Justin? That's
He
weird.
does. Landlines.
You got a landline, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who has
he's
a
got
landline anymore? You selling drugs over there in Boston?
Okay, so I'm gonna go next on this one because I think I think May should just sit back and relax and enjoy what I'm about to say.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh,
Hold on, let me put my arm. Okay, I'm rest her down. I'm ready.
Okay, so last year's entrance had this fire burns. I thought that was a great entrance from CM Punk going into the triple threat match against Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but this one actually 100% blew that one out of the fucking water. Because it had his Reign of Honor theme.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then he came out wearing a jacket to everyone that had passed away. I thought that was a great tribute to them. And the fact that after his Reign of Honor theme ended, Cult of Personality didn't come on until he said it's clobbering time. That is one of the best entrances that I think I've ever seen. And kudos to Roman Reigns too for getting his old theme back. This match was 10 times better than Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
Oh, great.
10 times better than that. Because the Zebros actually performed very well. And yes, they hate each other. They really do. But during the press conference, Roman Reigns said that he respected them after that match.
Yeah.
Did you see the Zebro sign in the crowd?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
It killed me.
I did. So, I do believe that CM Punk is done for a while with the World Heavyweight Championship. I think he's going to take some time off, too. But I think when he gets back, and the way that Cody Rhodes came out Monday, I think that's kind of a little teaser of Punk and Rhodes for the WWE Championship. However, I am looking forward to Roman Reigns' first challenger, however, being Jacob Fatu.
Yeah. That's going to be a killer match. That's Backlash.
That's gonna be a bad.
Real quick on that Cody and Punk possible teasers.
Mm-hmm.
That works a lot better with Cody being the corporate man that he is and Punk coming back as an anti-corporate Punk. The story would sell.
Can you imagine the promos between these two if it's like that?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They'll be absolutely crazy.
Bring the pipe bomb back.
Oh yeah. I mean, he did a pipe bomb before WrestleMania with all the ticket sales.
Yeah.
This main event was the best one, obviously since WrestleMania 40 with the end game. But I put this match up there with not the greatest, but second to Shawn versus Taker, because this match had everything. There was no interference. The referee was a bit of a dickhead. They did call DQ, which I don't understand fucking why, but all right. This match was so entertaining, and these is kind of matches where if you're coming up to be a wrestler, you need to watch it. Learn how to sell, learn how to tell a story, and get your shit over and get your opponent's shit over. This match was a fucking banger.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear Roman Reigns mic'd up during this match?
Yeah.
He was like,
Yes.
That's my daddy's move. This ain't Twitter, son." And then all of a sudden, go to sleep. Go to sleep, old man. It's time for you to go to sleep, old man.
I thought they fucked up at the beginning, because when they do the tie up and they misjudged it, and then Punk is going like, "You baby oil bitch," and it was like, oh man, it was just brilliant.
I will say, I think Punk's demise was, and I'm serious about this, guys. When it comes to Roman Reigns, his demise was the comment about. It wasn't the comments about his family. It was not. It was the comment about the oil and jizz in his hair. Bottom line, that's what it was. He should have never mentioned that. Things might be different, but
Does he never want something about Mary?
Well, Jeff, did you hear what what they wanted Roman Reigns to say a few weeks ago during this promo thing? They wanted to mention they wanted Roman Reigns to mention CM Punk's dog before he passed away.
That's already been done.
I know. That's what
that was a Drew McIntyre thing. So,
but that's what they want. That's what they wanted Roman Reigns to do, and then they of course pivoted by saying like, "Oh, you're old," and then CM Punk punched them.
I think this is the summer that we'll last see Roman for a long after this. After the summer, I don't think we'll see Roman for a while, because this full-time Roman is done.
This is probably his last full-time run.
Yeah.
Now, what I would have said is, I'll have my father kick your dog's ass. But,
Oh, man. All right. So we're
many of his cousins.
We're going to get into the post-WrestleMania roster changes, okay? Before you pop that up on the screen, Maddie. As a part of an annual roster shakeup, April 24th, WWE signed former New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestler Evil. In addition, Joe Hendry, Sol Ruka, and Ethan Page were called up to the Raw brand, while Ricky Saints and Blake Monroe were called up to the SmackDown brand. Now, WWE also announced a number of wrestlers being released from the contracts just hours before the April 24th episode of SmackDown was to go on the air, and the full list includes Kairi Sane, Aleister Black, Zelina, Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Santos Escobar, Motor City Machine Guns, Dexter Lumis, Apollo Crews, Rowan, Joe Gacy, Andre Chase, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton, Tyson, Tyreek, Chris Island, Malik Blade, and Trill London. Now, I will be the first one to say that maybe 4 or 5 of those I'm not familiar with, but the rest I am. The one that got me the most was the Wyatts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of all that list, the one that got me the most was the Wyatts. Why?
Because it doesn't work without Bray. Sadly.
But what they were talking, I've heard the rumors in this, and you could kind of see an inkling that it wanted to go that direction, where Alexa Bliss was going to be part of the Wyatt Six, because in honor of Bray, she was going to be the 6th member. there have been hints. Hell, we've seen the doll, and it never happened, which is a bummer because I was hoping that it would. Now we're never going to see that. So, you guys' opinion on some of these releases? I would love to get your thoughts.
Go on, Joanne.
I am so happy to be able to see my boys, the Motor City Machine Guns, back in the Motor City. Whenever they are not in the WWE, they frequent a local promotion near me. So I am very happy to see them back in that promotion when they're able. One of the things I did not like about them going to the WWE is I knew they were there about 10 years too late and wouldn't be there for long. But they got one run.
Yeah.
They are solid workers. Let them come back to the Indies. Let them do what they do out here, which is amazing. The one that hurts outside of Kyrie Sane, because I know we all are really hurting on Kyrie because the whole non-finished story is a bother.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, the one that hurts the most to me is Tyra May Steele.
Yes. Yeah.
This is an up-and-comer who, in baseball, you call her a five-tool player. The only thing is she wasn't able to put together all of her tools at the same time. Or at least she wasn't putting it the way they wanted her to put it together.
Right.
Because they saw her and they saw Kurt Angle 2.0. You know, breaking news, she doesn't need to be Kurt Angle.
No.
She is a legitimate Olympian, but she wasn't a heel. She couldn't find her heel voice. You've seen it all through LFG. You've seen it in Evolve. They wanted her to be that shit heel, but she couldn't do it.
Right.
So why not make her a face that knows how to actually wrestle? You can do a lot with a U.S. gimmick, an Olympian gimmick, but as a face, nowadays that would have gone over.
Yeah.
And wherever she goes next, hopefully they let her be her, because I think when she blossoms and she's able to really find herself and put together who she is, she's going to be something big in the industry. So that one was a major loss for them.
Yeah.
One
She's really talented, though.
Yeah.
She's really talented, and
She is.
I agree with you on that. I see her matches, and even on LFG, she has like all the aspects for it. It's just they did decide to capitalize on it.
They did it. They wanted her to be one thing, and she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And that sucked because what she did do was captivating. She
Right.
had it, and you could only see that in a few people where they have it, but they didn't want it that way. So we'll see what happens. But hot take, then I'll let everyone else chime in on this. Aleister Black, Tommy End.
Yep.
If the reports are to be true, and they are true and not just bullshit, this is what happens when you don't know how to play nice. You were in AEW, and apparently you never wanted to do the job. You pulled a Hogan. You leave and you go back to WWE, and the only thing you've done is give your back up to anybody and everybody they wanted you to do it to, until they were no longer having a use for you.
Right.
And sadly, they tried to give you a gimmick that was another wrestler and his wife's gimmick. And it didn't play out as well, because as much as that gimmick would have worked for that other wrestler and his wife, it was their gimmick. It wasn't your gimmick. So you didn't really tie into it. You did have the ability to do it, but it never came through. It never connected. And now you're looking for work again. And are you going to go back to the place that you burned and didn't want to ever do the job? Or are you just going to go to another place to hopefully get some money? Or are you going to go overseas? What is your plan now, Tommy? And I'd like to see what it happens. But sometimes we do things to ourselves. Good luck out there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Go
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
On that Aleister Black one, I don't understand why they released him, just because this is the guy that beat Randy Orton 2 weeks ago. They were obviously had something for him, or they would have done that kind of win, in my opinion. So it's kind of shit. I feel sorry for Selena because she got dealt with some shit hands. I did like recently, apparently she was on her live stream when she found out, and other dirt sheets were reporting it way before they knew, or could tell that they've been released. The wrestlers could reveal it. I'm so fucked off with Carrie Sane being released because once again storylines just up in the air now, which being watching wrestling for 30 plus years, which most of us have done, we know that Asuka's going to say, "Yeah, I got her fired." That's literally going to be the full stop of that storyline. But she was wrestling just 1 week ago.
Yeah.
Well, no, 5 days ago.
5 days ago. Yeah. She wrestled on Monday.
5 days ago, and she put on a banger.
Mhm.
I mean, that insane elbow drop to the ringside, and she put on a great match.
Best elbow in the business.
Exactly. And I don't know, Jerry rolled to Pat McAfee's up there. But it's I don't understand it. And apparently, according to what Selena put on her live stream, it wasn't Stanford that called him. It was TKO.
Yeah. That's what Zelina was saying, yeah.
It wasn't Stanford, it was TKO, which tells you a lot of who's in charge of firing and hiring. Yeah, the white sits hurts me a lot. I don't know what they'll do. It was a good run, but it's kind of bad when the debut exceeds everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, I'm not surprised with the rest of them. Although I think it's pretty shitty that someone that is injured and then for 9 months and then is cleared to wrestle and then gets let go in Zoe Stark. I think that's bullshit.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I really got behind Zoe. I thought she was amazing. I think she did her best work when she was with Shayna Baszler. I think that she is an amazing athlete, amazing talent. Sucks that injuries have, been an issue with her career. She is one I could have seen go very far in this company, and it's sad that now we're not going to see it. So, Zoe is one of my top people that I really paid attention to when I watched wrestling. So, wish nothing but the best for all these people that are on this list. And there was one name that we did leave out on that list. Luca Crucifino is also one that got the axe. So
I loved him in the family.
Yeah, I did too. And I thought he was doing pretty decently down on Evolve, but evidently it wasn't good enough. So
I bet Justin was surprised.
He's probably like, who?
Who are these? I don't watch this program.
Yeah, right. That's why he's quiet. All right, so that's our recap of WrestleMania. We're going to get into a little segment that I like, that I prefer, because we haven't done this for a while, and it's the end of the season, getting into brackets. This is MWL now.
MWL now!
I create good shit.
All right, season 7 resurgence has come to a close with Final Stand 3 happening this past weekend. What a show. We started off with Kelsey Ballerini sang the national anthem, a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. We saw AC/DC perform the theme song for Final Stand 3. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And yes, they can still do it. That's a given. And we also saw another great performance that I'm trying to figure out who it was because I was drunk when it happened. Yes, The Offspring was there. That's right, too. The Offspring was there. And they performed also during Final Stand 3. So great show all around. Now we're into our bracketology, and everybody is seated. The top player of each bracket, however, doesn't the top 8, I should say, get a bye into the second round. So we have these matchups for round 1, which the form for those that are watching that are currently in the league, you need to fill it out before tomorrow night. We have the Renegade Cowboy taking on the Breen Machine. We have Magic Donnie taking on the Real Deal. Lilith takes on Tommy 5-Star. Beautiful Storm takes on the Simple Man. Becky from HR takes on Big O. Juicy Justin takes on Sierra Williams. Shirai Ryu takes on Australian Playboy. And Hank Honeycombs takes on Kizzy. That is in the Surge bracket. For the Shockwave bracket, we have the Dragon taking on the Kingpin. Coop takes on the Alchemist. 8-Bit Wrestler takes on Even Flow. Robin the Wonder Boy takes on Scooter. Johnny Rockstar takes on Nightmare Fox. Rowdy Renz takes on the Irishman. The Don of MWL, who is gracing us with his presence right now, takes on Duck Aside. And Murph takes on Juice J.
Listen here, Duck Aside. When I'm done with you, it's going to be a homicide.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Now you're a poet and you didn't even know it.
Oh,
And as far as Mayhem goes, we got Fred Flex taking on Corey Tombstone. Nads takes on Demon M. Princess Paige takes on Padre del Sol. We'll see Punk Slayer going up against Landon Carter. Violet will take on Spitfire Blake Russell. Bad Attitude will take on Wild Child. Big Balls Kenyon will take on Full Metal Mike. And Scorpion takes on Nomad. Yes, Big Balls.
That last match, I'm really looking forward to.
Which one was that one? Big Balls?
Scorpion. But my God,
Scorpion Nomad?
Yeah, but whoever got that name Big Balls, you know.
Well, I keep telling Justin when he's putting down the names, it's Big Balls Kenyon, not Big Balls Eric Kenyon. Take off the Eric. It's just BBK.
It's hard because I think the general manager of Mayhem did have a bad night at Final Battle.
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased.
And he's got to make 2 videos.
2 videos.
Yes,
Oh,
because
boy.
apparently one of them, of the stipulation matches, was he has to make a video saying, I love Mercedes Moné.
Oh, yes, that was Fall 4.
And the
Yes.
second one, he has to put one of his merchandise in a bin.
He's like completely ignoring you right now.
Because I whooped his ass.
So I do want to, if I can find the post, I do want to bring up the important dates that are coming up. We have quite a few important dates. As I said, bracketology starting this week. We'll go on for the next 6 weeks until we have a winner. It'll be a triple threat basically. So it'll be one from Surge, one from Mayhem, one from Shockwave taking on each other. The winner being the season 7 champion. And on top of that, what happens is that the season champion of whatever brand they're on, that brand gets first pick in the MWL draft this year. So it's very important to represent your brand and try to come out on top if you want that brand to be the first draft pick.
I gotta say, like, Joe wants just going full EO on us now.
it's going to be me.
It's great. Yeah, go ahead.
Now you want to promote MWL for next season.
Yes, we are.
I've done something for you.
Oh, you have?
There is a QR code. If they scan that QR code, they could go straight to the group and they fill out the form.
Well, thank you very much, Maddie. I appreciate that. I have my own QR code now. Sweet. I never thought the day would ever come.
Is that a unicorn?
It's a duck.
Okay.
Duck.
Bit like the duck aside that you're going to beat.
I said, I'm still trying to find this post that I had for the important dates that were coming up. And
Oh, well, keep looking for it, Jeff. Keep going. I got you. Don't worry.
I am trying to find it, and I'm like,
I'll kill
failing.
some time for you
Go
because
for
I
it.
mean,
Absolutely.
what else are we gonna do while you look? I mean, it's clear that you want to hear from the dawn of MLW
Oh,
and
absolutely.
how Duckaside does not realize that he is going against a suicidal, genocidal, homicidal Don. Okay, and Duckaside, what happens to you is not personal; it's just business.
Damn.
True.
That's what I got.
True that.
I
There we go.
I don't know for unhinged Matty. I think I want to challenge Invisible Stan
Oh,
There we go.
At Brackology.
I would love to fight Invisible Stan or even the Invisible Man. I think when I finally retire from MLW and I leave my boots in the ring and gloves in the ring and trunks in the ring, I'm gonna have to do it against the Invisible Stan.
That'd just be funny, and then allow Justin as a special ref because he can't wrestle anymore.
Christ.
Dang, Justin.
He's trying
not
not to
good.
laugh. He's trying
Yeah,
not to laugh.
He's
like
trying
that.
not to laugh.
Look, he's
He's
holding
laughing
down
on
his
the
lower
inside.
He's holding down his lower lip, like fuck's sake.
Well, I can't find the damn post. I know it's there somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know where the post is,
There's
but
always
it has all our important dates on it, and I have no idea where it is. But once I do find it, I will obviously post it up back in MWL again, just to remind people. But I will say that season 8 will be starting in, I think it's July 2nd. That weekend. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's right before July 4th. So July 2nd, I believe is the date that I picked. Once again, I don't know where the damn thing is. Right here. Yeah, July 2nd. So that is the date of start. Bracketology will happen a couple weeks prior to that. So not bracketology, Battle Bowl. Sorry, Battle Bowl will happen a couple weeks prior to that. And then we get into season 8. So your MWL draft will be happening right around June 15th-ish, I believe, is what I picked. 17th.
Get your applications in for season 8 now.
Yes,
Exactly.
It is posted on the page. It is in the featured section, along with the character sheet. So
And the new QR code.
and yes, and the new QR code. That's right. Thank you very much. So get those sheets filled out because we do need an accurate tally to find out how many we have come draft day. So we need to know if it's an even amount or whatever. So get those sheets in. All right. So without further ado, our last segment, Last Minute Standing. All I hear when I hear the 1, 2, 3 is I hear the 1, 2, 3 kids theme just going off in my head. I don't know about you guys, but that's me. Anyway, this is what we do. We each get 1 minute. We talk about anything we want, past, present, future, any company we want, as long as it's wrestling related. Whatever we want to talk about, the floor is theirs for that 1 minute. So, without further ado, we're going to let the owner of this company here go ahead first. So, Maddie, if you would definitely grace us with your presence, and your wisdom, your minute starts now.
I would like that the person below me is small, for fuck's sake. Seriously, you look miserable. Like you're trying not to smile, and you're just acting there like you're fake. You just had a peanut allergy fucking replacement there. Just smile, Justin. Or I'll slap my nuts on you. All right.
Slap nuts.
All right. Wrestling pedigree. I want to thank everyone that has support the pages, the podcasting, everything, and especially you guys and Steve and unfortunately Chris Rocks, um, and everybody. And we're going to do so much for this. Brian is so brilliant, but we do have some good interviews coming. Luke Mendez is coming up soon. Interview with him, formerly known as Rich Holland, and we have at Cena in the next couple of days or so.
Nice. Awesome. All right, Justin. He's like, oh shit.
And it must be love, love.
If you're ready, your minute starts now. And he's wasted 7 seconds.
10 seconds. I just want to let you know that this is
I'm
actually
sorry.
on a freaking thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got nothing.
Oh my freaking god. You one time to go off on Maddie and you've got nothing. Okay, I got to do this. I got to get to the thing here, but I can't scroll down any further. So give me a second here. Do that. Oh yeah, we'll give you the gong. That's what you get. You get the gong. All right. So I guess we go to Jovan, who's always got something to say. Your minute starts now.
I am always ready, unlike Justin Marchesini, who has nothing to say. I have plenty to say. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give it to you the only way I know how, fast and hard. So get ready. Here it comes. Now, I have said a lot of things on this program tonight that I normally don't want to say. I don't want to say that Jade Cargill is a good wrestler, had a good match, and maybe actually looked believable as champion against Rhea, but Rhea Ripley was the right move, which is evident because she's the better wrestler. I don't want to say that I am deeply concerned with the way WWE is trending lately because it kind of feels like we're hitting a low where somebody that doesn't watch wrestling is taking over the bookings, taking over creative, is taking over ticket pricing. It's kind of killing the fans while the other show on Wednesday night is doing something completely different. They just put the belt on somebody that should never see a world championship run, but he's one of their homegrown talents. He got a hell of a pop, kind of akin to when Mankind won his talent and killed WCW. Darby Allin winning the AEW belt probably kills WWE.
Wow.
Wow.
What a
That's
take.
a hot take.
That's a
Wow.
controversial take.
Oof.
That's what I'm here for.
There we go. All right. My minute is simply this. WrestleMania this year was definitely not one of the best that I've seen, but absolutely not one of the worst I've seen. It had its moments. It had its surprises. But overall, I give it a 6. And here's why. You had opportunities to put different people in matches, especially when one person was injured and couldn't compete. And you chose a different road, one that does not completely agree with everybody. We have mentioned on this show a couple teams that could have easily replaced the Bella Twins, and they chose not to do that. Why? Well, let's see. We're going to hire you back, and I'm sorry, but we're going to fire you. You know, and it's a shame because either one of the teams that were explained tonight would have been a good fit for this match. I don't like the idea of just putting two people together and, hey, let's give you the title. It's not how this works. We want teams. We don't need two single competitors teaming up. It's getting old, just as old as a hot potato thing is. We don't need it anymore. Give us some real wrestling. You know. All right. With that being said, we're going to go around the table, plug and promote, of which we all have things we can plug and promote. That's why I love this version of the show. We're going to save the boss for last. So we are going to start with Jovan. You have been a pleasure on the show. You know you're welcome back here anytime. We definitely want to see you again over here on the Wrestling Roundtable. What do you got for us, man?
Thank you, Bubba. I love you guys very much. Anytime you need somebody and I'm able, I'm here. You can find me weekly on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast under the name Shootin' Shit. We do a variety show where we watch. Look at that, scan there. That's us. You can also find me Thursday nights on the Antisocial Network under Y2K-ish with my homie Sarah Visick. We do a millennial style podcast. Our latest live, which happened last Thursday, was with Mr. Max Payne, former WCW wrestler. Hell of a conversation. Max has some great stories that's going to make a great book one day. But you could always find me here also in MWL as the Dawn. I'm here for you all. And who knows what Season 8 brings. Maybe I'll be champion. Maybe I won't be champion. Maybe I'll retire for real. Who knows? But I'm here for the people.
Here we go. And that's the most important thing. Thank you very much, my friend, for coming on tonight. Justin, what do you have to plug and promote?
Nothing.
No, he's got stuff. He's got stuff. He's got stuff.
Justin's phoning it in. He's done for the night.
He's phoning a friend. He wants the 50-50 option. Oh, wait, this isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm sorry.
No. Fair play to him. It's been 2 hours, and he actually has not switched off his camera.
I'm Justin. I'm the owner and creator of Forever Boston Sports.
Let the start go.
Yeah, go.
This is a podcast.
Facebook.
Freaking Maddie, shut up. Let the guy talk.
Yeah, shut up, Maddie. Fuck off. Facebook, YouTube, that's it.
Fair enough.
You
There we
got
go.
Forever
I don't
Boston
got-
Sports. He has what's this thing? Bases loaded on Wednesday.
Bases loaded on Wednesdays. Forever Boston Sports, an NBA show that I will be on
Friday.
soon enough.
on
Yep.
Friday.
So-
And NFL show on September, where everybody is going to be looking for that on the brand new YouTube shows. So, by God, fucking like that group, fucking like the subscribe to YouTube. And by God, fucking enjoy it.
And Rotz's thing, whatever Rotz does, he just popped up in the comments. I forgot what it's fucking called. So yeah, Rotz is shit too. Throw it in.
Rod,
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
The Rotz
I'm not
report.
doing-
There you go, Justin.
they can talk about how
Rossi-
Liv Morgan is
I'm
greatest
not doing.
women's
I'm
champion
not
of all
doing.
time.
I'm
No.
not doing that until.
No. She is not the greatest woman.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not doing Rot's report.
But there we go. Anyway,
Wow, you just quit.
Jesus Crow. Well, thank you, Justin, for plugging and promoting Maddie and Jovan. Thank you. Maddie, I'll get to you in a second. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Bases Loaded on Forever Boston Sports, where this Wednesday we finish up our all-time teams. We finish up.
Thank God.
with the Colorado Rockies. After that, we will be going forth with a bracket. We're going to have American League versus National League. All 15 teams will be in, where the top seed will get the bye. The other 14 teams will face off. It is your vote. You get to vote which team moves on. And by doing so, you will see all the rosters that we have compiled over these 30 episodes. And that's how you get to vote which one is the better roster, which one moves on. Your vote counts.
In a Google form.
In a Google form, yes. So look forward for that. You can find me, obviously, here on Wrestling Pedigree. You can find me on The Meltdown. You can find me in MWL. If you want to join Season 8, contact me. Contact Justin. You can contact Sean. You can contact Steve Akins. You can also pop on that freaking QR code with that cute little duck in the middle. You can click on that, and that'll get you right in there. So, yeah, we're looking forward to Season 8 starting up very shortly. All right, now the boss. He has the final say. Batty, the floor is all yours, my friend.
Thank you so much for everybody that is watching, commented, and follow the most delusional and dysfunctional bunch of assholes that we are.
Yes.
But we have fun. We have fun doing it. You can find Wrestling Pedigree on all social media. That's like we're live now on Facebook and YouTube. You can find me on Matty W frickin' A on X, which is being live also with this show. You can find the watch along tomorrow Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. You can find us interviewing some of the probably one of the underrated wrestlers, and he deserves a lot more than he gets. We have Luke Mendes interview in the next few days, and also interview with Etsina, who is amazing social media wrestling content creator, unbelievable. Wrestling Pedigree, I think, is next week, next Sunday, unless Justin goes to the Olive Garden. And
Hey, I went there.
I know, but I thought I had Justin to it. And Ross Report next week, minus Justin until the playoffs. And myself and Steve will be back on the Wrestling Pedigree podcast next weekend. So a lot to go on, and a lot of content.
It's awesome. All right, thank you very much. And thank you all for tuning in to Wrestling Roundtable. For Maddie, for Justin, for Joe Vaughn, I am Jeff Chadwick. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you back here next week, normal time of 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, this was a fun show, guys. And WrestleMania, I guess you could say thank you, WrestleMania. We'll be looking forward to next year's, as they're going to Saudi Arabia, which means that we get an earlier time to watch it, which will be nice. So it'll be interesting to see that at like 10 o'clock in the morning. No, not really, but but yeah, it should be fun. So anyway, for all of us here at Wrestling Roundtable, thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here next week. So until then, have a good night.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Fuck Boston.